regret getting the surgery?
Never.
When I wake up, my 11-year-old sister has taken a kitchen knife and has cut off my hands. I had this such bizarre, vivid dream last night, and it was, I don't even know how to describe it. I saw this man that was also like a horse. I saw this horseman. I am the one who knees.
My name is Ryan, and recently I went through quite the life-changing event. I had my hands swapped for hooves. And now I know what you're thinking, this sounds bizarre, surely this guy's joking, this has got to be a joke. What is this guy thinking? And no, to all of the above. I'm very serious here. This is something I have struggled with for quite a long time. I'm enjoying the challenge of adjusting to my new life with hooves.
And what made you want to do that?
I spent quite a long time dealing with intrusive thoughts, intrusive dreams, just day by day. I was plagued by horrible intrusive thoughts. I just couldn't get these thoughts out of my head. In my dreams I was seeing this strange hybrid horseman, haunted seemingly by an alternate version of myself, a version of myself that was half horse, half man, a horseman if you will. And my understanding of horsemen, it was always centaurs, you know, like you see in the movies, like you see in mythology. I always imagined a horseman was going to have a horse's ass. I thought he was going to have a big horse body coming out of him. He was going to have lots of strange horse legs. But no, not the horseman that was haunting me. The horseman haunting me was nothing like that. The horseman that I saw, the version of me that was haunting my dreams, it was bizarre. It was a humanoid. He stood tall with golden, luscious skin. His skin was gold, and he had 2 hooves and a horse's head. And you know, one day, after a horrible, restless night of sleeping, I was seeing this guy. I was standing in the bathroom mirror. I had a knife in my hand, and I'm questioning all of my life choices. I stood there, and I looked in the mirror, and I said to myself, I know what I gotta do. I know exactly where I need to take my life, and maybe people are going to react badly, maybe people around me might not deal with it so well, but for myself, for my own mental health, at that moment and that one restless night where I was seeing all these horrible things in front of me, I was looking in the mirror and I didn't recognize the guy staring back. At that moment, I just knew that I had to do this.
Are you okay with this?
Well, I won't lie. At first, I was concerned. I mean, you have to remember a person's hands are quite important in life. Hands are our greatest tools. So when Ryan told me what he had done, I was definitely quite concerned. It took me a while to accept it.
Wait, so you're saying he went through all this without consulting you?
Yes?
He didn't even give you a heads up.
Nope.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's difficult at times. It's definitely a big adjustment to start living my life with hooves. A lot of tasks are certainly, I don't want to say more difficult, but I want to say I have to approach them differently. I mean, you see all those videos out there. I mean, there are people who don't have hands in general, okay? And these people don't have hands, and so they have to learn to do things without hands. And so you see examples of like really great painters who are using their feet to paint instead of their hands. Or people who maybe don't have feet or hands and they're using their nose or something, or they're using voice commands, or you know the kind of thing I'm talking about. So there are ways out there to tackle different problems, and that doesn't necessarily mean that these problems are harder to tackle. It just means that there's a different way to tackle them. Who's to say that the way we drink a glass of water is to pick it up with our hands? Who made that rule up? Who decided that? I certainly don't know who did that. I mean, we were taught from a young age. That's how you drink a glass of water. You pick it up, and maybe when you're a child you use two hands, and you grow and you use one hand. But there are other ways, and you know, we're feeding kids alternate information even at that time. At times we're giving them straws. Straws aren't hands. That's a completely different way to tackle the challenge of getting something out of your glass and into your mouth. So yeah, I don't think that it's necessarily harder to perform other tasks, but yeah, it's certainly a challenge because I have to start thinking about new ways to approach things, because the ways that I've been used to, the ways I learned growing up, those ways, they don't work for me anymore, and so now I kind of have to look at things a different way. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle to solve, and I have to look at things in a whole new light and work out the best way for me and my new hooves to be able to tackle that problem.
If there's one thing that frustrates me, it's that he's stubbornly independent.
I've always loved toast. You know, I love bread in general. But obviously, if you're going to eat toast, if you're going to do it the right way, you need to be able to spread butter on that toast. You need to be able to spread butter.
No matter how impossible any given task is for his hooves, he won't let me help. He has to do it himself.
So yeah, it's difficult because I now need to learn a different way to spread the butter on my toast.
What does your family think about all this?
I think they support me. I think they get it.
And what do you think of everything going on?
He's a fucking bamble.
I can assure you I didn't give birth to nae horse.
How certain are you of that?
Quite.
I'm fortunate to come from an understanding, accepting family. People around me in my life, my family, my friends, they're good people. They're understanding and they're caring, and they don't judge others for who they are. I can do a neigh for you if you'd like. My treat. Neigh! 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 Okay, this is my scared neigh. Okay, this. Neigh! Neigh! That was my scared neigh. Neigh! Pleasantly surprised neigh. Neigh! Angry neigh. Neigh! Happy neigh. Neigh! Amused, laughing neigh. These are the kelpies. I like to come here a lot as of late, just when I'm feeling alone, which is quite a lot. They're not too far from home, and that's great. And honestly, for me, it's a bit like a spiritual thing. It's a bit of a spiritual thing. Like, what's that one movie? Black Beauty, I think it's called. But yeah, these guys, I like to have a little talk with them. They're good listeners. Far better than most people, I would say.
Good boy. He's a good boy. I can feel his pain, I feel his suffering, I feel his happiness. We've got a spiritual connection. It's a real one.
On a positive note, we've entered them for next year's Grand National. And, to be fair, our roses have never been so good.
Horses are genetically very similar to golden retrievers. The original horse, the Eohippus, was actually genetically very similar to the golden retriever, so they're actually related. It's really strange that people haven't heard about this, because I feel like this would be a huge meme. But yeah, horses are genetically related to golden retrievers. They're also related to zebras. So basically, the Eohippus is like the original horse, and so their genetic family actually branched off into multiple pathways. So obviously the golden retriever is one of them, but you've got the zebra's pathway or family line, and you've got the traditional horse's family line. So that is all very interesting.
I'd just like to say that I'm wearing this thing out of protest. He only wants me here to back up his own opinions. You might as well be talking to him twice.
Has this had an impact on your relationship?
No.
Yes.
Ryan, could we maybe speak in private for a moment?
Yeah, I guess. Sure. I'll just be over here, I suppose.
You were saying?
Things are bad.
I thought you said you'd accepted the hooves.
I have, but that doesn't mean everything's sunshine and rainbows.
What do you mean?
Well, wait. Is he listening? Let's just say everything is very different post-hooves.
No elaboration?
You go cut off your hands and have hooves sewn on. Let me know how your family life changes.
Do you ever regret this decision?
No. Never. Okay. Maybe sometimes.
You know, I think it's great that he's being himself, you know. Personally, I think it's entirely healthy.
Obviously, exercise is very important for both horse and human alike. So the way I see it as a sort of horse-human hybrid, I feel like it's my personal responsibility to make sure that my body is in a good condition. And, you know, I've been dieting a lot for that reason. I've been trying to lose some pounds. And at the same time, that means I have been out there and I've been doing a bit more exercise than I normally do. And so I'll go for walks, I'll go to the park. Sometimes I'll just walk. And then other times when I'm feeling a little bit more horse-like, sure, I'll gallop.
Do you ever feel embarrassed by this?
All the time.
Oh shit, horse down. Is he dead?
That hurt. What? Where are we? Where am I? Whoever you are, where am I?
We're in the fat grape, silly.
Who are you?
I'm Glorefa. Are you sure you're alright? You look like you hit your head pretty hard earlier.
Oh, Glorifa? That's a strange name. Wait a minute, you have hooves?
Of course I have hooves, Rag. So do you.
I
do.
Oh dear. Can you imagine what it would be like if no one had hooves? That would be so weird.
Yeah, it would.
You're funny. We should definitely see each other again sometime.
You know what? I'd love that. Oh my god.
What's the matter, baby?
Where are his hooves?
What?
His hooves, where are they?
Oh my.
Are they still in there? Did he come out too quickly? Can we put him back in until he's ready, please?
It's okay. We love him no matter what. Even if he doesn't have hooves. Right? Right?
Yeah, right.
You hear that, Max? We love you no matter what.
I can't do this, Glorifa.
He's your son.
He has no hooves.
That shouldn't matter.
Well, it does matter.
You're a vile horse.
And you're just selfish.
That doesn't even make sense.
I'm done with this.
You can't just walk away from this.
What the fuck did you just say to me, you little shit?
I said you're a bad father.
Say that again. I dare you.
You're a fucking awful father and I hate you!
That's it, kid. I've had more than enough of your non-hooved existence. I promised your mother it wouldn't come to this, but I can't take this anymore. I just can't. You're gonna be hooved.
What the fuck?
Everything was perfect. It was so fucking perfect. But then my kid had to be born a freak. It's poetic, don't you think? Well, guess this is the end of the line. There's nothing left to be here for. This is it.
I think he's coming too.
Glorifa, don't go.
Take it easy.
Glorifa.
Are you alright? Who is Gloreva?
My wife. She took my kid. Where am I? What's going on?
You had an accident at the park. You've been dazed and
Strange.
rambling in and out of sleep for the last 3 hours.
But my family. My family.
How are things with you?
Honestly, things with me, they're not great.
Where are you with your understanding at the moment?
I think I pretty much get it, but that's not to say that I'm over it. I'm definitely not over it, and honestly, I'm not sure I ever will be.
Is that why you left Vi?
I think I realized that the life I was living wasn't really mine. It wasn't the life that I wanted, and I was never going to be happy with what I had, and it's not about her. It's not about any specific person. It was me, and I wasn't happy with things the way they were, and I'm still not happy at the moment. And obviously, I'm looking to change that. I'm looking to move on from here and change some things for the better, because I'm not comfortable. I'm not happy with the way things are or the way things were, and that was always going to be the case unless I made some changes.
And so you believe the surgery will fix everything?
Maybe not everything, but I definitely think that this will be a step in the right direction.
I'm still a little in shock.
I never want to hear about horses ever again.
I'm happy for